What's up everybody, my name is Timo and today we're going to talk about 4 things I learned from Russell Brunson's presentation at 10x Growth. So he did 4 presentations and I'm going to be talking about the first one. So I was, going to recordings, I listened to Jerry Grant, Elena, Grant Cardone, I listened to Tim Story, I listened to Garcia Banks, and I was listening to Russell Brunson's recording and I was like, wait a second, Russell actually has 48-hour access to his second presentation at 10x GrowthCon, so you can watch that one by clicking the link below, but I'm gonna talk about the first one so you kind of get the idea of what's going on. Like, I don't want to spoil the experience. So there are a lot of things Russell talks, but I want to touch the 4th thing about the mindset he talks about, and then later he goes and talks about funnels, but we may cover that in some other video, but this one is about mindset. So I have my trusty notebook over here. So first one is, there are plenty of dumbasses in the world. That's okay, but don't let it be you. So what does that mean? So I read a lot. Now I'm more like online courses and video and podcasts, but I still read as much as I can. And when people tell me, well, I don't read, I was like, what, you like being dumb? Or they tell me, well, I don't like to read. I was like, what, you like being dumb? Like, why would you not educate yourself? Why would you not improve yourself? So there are a lot of dumb asses, but don't let it be you. Continuous learning. Like, I have this, and it's not just for when I record videos. I also just catch things for myself. These are a couple of things, so I'm gonna just go talk about that. It's not what you know, it's not who you know, it's who knows you. Like, who's calling you on a phone asking you to do business with them and not you calling them to do business with you. That's what I get from Grant Cardone. And I was asking myself, what's that one thing like I love doing? What's the one thing I enjoy doing? I would do every single day, I would do for free. And I love teaching marketing. That's what I do. Like, I learn marketing, I understand what's working, what's not working, why it's working, and then I love sharing that. That's why I have YouTube, and that's why I transitioned from motivation to marketing, because I don't really believe in motivation. I believe in something greater than motivation, about purpose and about discipline, not willpower, motivation. So what I do love is teach marketing. This is like my new project, and we're gonna talk about that in some other video. But like, continuous learning, start, like, just do it. Like, don't argue with me, just do it. The second thing is, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who already succeed. Just simple. Like, I think Lewis Holes, or however you pronounce his name, he's known for Success Leaves Clues, and it's like a whole movement now, and like hashtag Success Leaves Clues and stuff like that. And it's exactly like that. Like, there is a certain things that are known to be highly effective, that work 99% of the time, and you just model them. Like, there's a reason why you have a basketball coach. Like, I used to practice basketball, but what I did even more than basketball, I used to train taekwondo. That's like some kind of martial arts, and I practiced that for more than 8 years. And whenever newcomers come, my instructor would always teach the same thing. And it's not because he doesn't know anything. Like, he continued to improve. Like, when I started, he was the 6th level or how you gonna call it, like 6-day belt. I think he went to become 7th and maybe even 8th. Like he kept progressing, like, and but yet he kept teaching us the same thing. And even when I later become a black belt, he continually reminded me of what are the basics or what are the things that are known to be work, and then later you go and become fancy. But first you practice, Mr. Miyagi doing that wax off, wax on. Like there is a method to the madness. Like there is a reason why you start with the basics, then you build on top, but you remind yourself what are the basics to make sure you know. The third thing is you can always tell who the pioneers are because they have arrows in their back and they're lying face down in the mud. So what does that mean? You know how people tell you, well, to become a successful, you have to start your own thing and be totally new. It's not how it usually goes. Like, yes, Apple iPhone was one of those things, but other than that, usually people who are pioneers, who are first, fail. And not just the first, but actually the second as well. So you remember Friendster? Exactly, so point of this is to actually model somebody who's already successful, and don't try to reinvent the wheel. The wheel already exists. Just take the wheel that's already, how do I say it? Like, it's already made, it's already tested, develop it. It's like as good as it gets. Just take it, just buy it and put it on your car. You don't have to invent your own wheel. Just buy one from the store and put it on your car. And the last one is biggest problem entrepreneurs have is either they run out of time or run out of money. So I know that for myself, like whenever I want to have my own project or something else, it's like either I hit the deadline and I haven't made it, or I don't have enough resources to fund it or something like that. Like I had this like one passion project and I wanted to translate all of the books I was reading from English to Serbian so I can give it to my father so he can read it because he doesn't know English. And I don't have enough time to translate a book. Like, of course, I wasn't planning on selling it or giving it to other. Like, I wasn't planning on breaking law. I was just like planning on translating and giving it to my father. If he doesn't want to read it, then I would delete it. Like, I can read it in English, so I don't need it in Serbian. But I just didn't have time. But if I was able to make more money, then I could hire somebody to translate it for me so I can give it to my father. You see? And this is like a value ladder of my next project. So I have this, like, I call it a social media funnel. Is that where I funnel all of my, social media into YouTube, because I produce long form content on YouTube so I can build relationship. And then from YouTube and my podcast, but mostly YouTube, I'm sending people to this code name Super Bundle Project, and we are going to build this together. And then later I'm gonna be selling it more and more and more the more we build it out. So how is it going to work? Well, the first group, the alpha group, is gonna get it for free, and I'm gonna produce a bunch of content, put it in this membership area, but then you are gonna give me feedback. You like this, you don't like that, you wish this was added, you wish that was taken away, and like you give me your feedback like, hey, I wish you had this, or like I'm gonna be talking about my content creation strategy. Maybe you want to know my tools I use for podcasts to allow me to publish it on 9 different networks. Then I'm gonna, take that tool, I'm gonna explain how it works, how I use it, where you can find it. And maybe you wanna know how I build my thumbnails, and then I'm gonna take Canva and I'm gonna give you the link to Canva. I'm gonna explain where I get my images, how I build my text, stuff like that. So we are gonna build it together. The second beta group, so you're alpha, you get it for free. The beta group has to pay a little bit because we already did majority of the work. They're gonna come, it's gonna be bigger, They had to pay a little bit of entrance fee, and they're gonna give us again feedback on everything we created together. They're gonna tell us this is what we like, this is what we don't like. Can you give me this? Can you give me that? Maybe you want to have exactly the same membership as I do. It's not a problem. I'm gonna build one and I'm just gonna give it to you, and you can click the link and download it and it's yours. But that's why you have to pay a little bit, because I'm gonna spend at least a month, if not more, creating all this. And then when we're all together done creating that, then we're gonna sell it to the market. And then we're gonna build a little bit more, and then we're gonna upsell them. And maybe even charge them a little bit more. See, where we are building it together. I'm not doing it on my own. So that's what this means. And the pioneer thing. Like, I could be spending all this 4 months, 4 weeks, like I mentioned, creating something, releasing it, and everybody telling me, Timo, we don't like it. And I just wasted at least 4 weeks of my life, time, money, relationship, and all that they invest. I'm sacrificing going out with my friends because I'm building it. So I'm sacrificing relationship with my friend, not just my time and money, So I don't want to do that. So that's why we are building this together. So you can tell me what you need, what you like, what you don't like. Then when we're done, then we can sell it to somebody else for full price, because we already know that it's what market wants. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So the first link below, you can get 48 hours access to Russell Brunson's second presentation. He did that on 10x Growth Conference 2018. If you want to get any other, then you can just go to Grant Cardone and buy them. But Russell Brunson, this amazing guy, made this super awesome deal. So he gives you the 48-hour access to his own presentation. It's going to be the first link on top of the description. Just click it. It's free. You just get it. It's yours for 48 hours. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a rating and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.